Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. And we're doing another Games from Viewers, this time with Twisted Fate, who's played by Simon, which I'm guessing is Simon, but that name was already taken or something. But we'll see how he does. So his team consists of 2 tanks and 3 carries. Well, I really can be both a tank and a carry, so very tanky team. Except for LeBlanc and Twisted Fate, but for the rest, excellent hit points there. Enemy team then, consisting of, Nessus as the tank, and then Nidalee as a support. And then I guess the other 3 are, tanks, or carries. Meaning that if Jax goes for an AD build, then all of their carries will be AD. Because Nidalee, of course, is AP. Well, is normally AP. But, well, Nidalee really cannot carry the game. She can get a lot of kills, of course, but she cannot kill a whole team, because most of her damage comes from single attacks, let's say, and not like Master Yi's single attacks. And yeah, sure, you can get a lot of kills with Nidalee, as we've seen in a lot of the games of Hotshot GG. And that way they actually win because of him, but it's not like when you're Yi, or when you're Ashe, or when you're one of the real carries, who can just wipe out a whole team just because they're fat. It requires you to do a lot of one-on-one. So apparently they had a bit of a scuffle on the bottom. We see LeBlanc in the mid, who's pretty good there. And it seems that Twisted Fate and Mordekaiser have been duo queuing since Twisted Fate called Morde to be his laning partner. So we'll see who they're up against. They should be fine whatever they do, because they have range, they have tankiness. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And starting off with the gold cards. So it's Nessus and Jax, both of which have nice skins. It's really hard to recognize the Nessus here, but sure. Because normally he has a lot of green in him, and this time it's more of a human appearance, I guess. Same for Jax. But yeah, I think the skins look nice, so I like them. So doing a lot of harassment here, very nice. Probably should farm a little bit more early game, since this way the Mordekaiser is getting all of the minions. Mordekaiser is spending a little bit too much on of his skills on minions, because he needs to keep his shields up when he's attacked, and he consistently goes over the limit of his shield. So he has 150 shield, but every time you use an ability and it goes over the 150, the rest is just lost. And here now he's getting attacked, and
First blood.
yeah, well, then he needs to be able to immediately get his shield back up. And we'll probably see him fail on that, because people that do this, yeah, they forget that they need the abilities to charge up the shield. And you can auto-attack the minions pretty well with Mordekaiser. He has only 62 damage, but still, it works out quite well. So Twisted Fate really good at drawing the gold card, which is an important thing to be able to do if you're playing Twisted Fate. I totally wasted slow there, or wither it's called, from Nessus, because now, if he now used it, this Twisted Fate would have died. And now, because he cannot, he is going to die. So, and as you can see, Mordekaiser, yeah, he couldn't charge up his shield anymore because all his skills were on cooldown. And that's why only now he has his shield back up, and Jax could have killed him easily. But didn't want to risk it because he didn't know where Twisted Fate was. So, excellent tactics there. And just watch how Twisted Fate stays behind the Mordekaiser unless he has a gold card up, or unless he is not really in any danger. And just as I say that, of course, he gets hit by Jax. But he is staying in the safe zone behind Mordekaiser, meaning that Jax in this case would have to walk past Mordekaiser to get to him. But it does prevent him from farming for the moment. Is he actually cloaked there? I don't know. Because the bushes, especially this one, seem to have some places where you're not cloaked. Yeah, that was a little bit risky. Twisted Fate, of course, being a carry is really fragile. And again, someone picking Q when they pick Dorn's Blade. That's really strange. The Q really doesn't do a lot of damage when you don't build AP. On the other hand, the stack deck doesn't do a lot of damage when you go AP. So when you go AP, you pick Q and W. I don't know if I actually said it correctly the first time. But when you're going AP, you go Q and W. When you go AD, you go W and E. So Mordekaiser gets out of this at low health, which is fine. I mean, that's why he has his shield. But yeah, combining all of them, let's have a look. He has 15 ability power, but he does have armor penetration, and he does have AD, so attack damage and speed items. That means that you shouldn't pick the Q. You should just pick W first, and then E, and then W, and then E, and then W, and then ultimate, and then W again, and so on. So your W is your main skill, as we see in this TF, because he has been doing a lot of damage with it, and a lot of lane control basically. By drawing the gold cards, he has been able to harass his opponents pretty well, and keep them back, so they can actually safely farm up. But yeah, the 15 AP in the... well, they are from runes obviously, or well, from masteries, but I'm guessing from runes. And it seems a little bit of a strange choice to go for that. Go. Stun. Very nice kill. And that's why you have the gold card. And we saw in the last game from Twisted Fate that well, there were a lot of moments where you wanted the gold card, and this was one of those moments. This guy might have gotten out if he didn't draw a gold card, and that's why it's so important to have one. So it's about the same level as the last one, because there's no jungler, or well, as most of the matches I review, because there's no jungler, meaning that we're in a low ELO. The blue card, by the way, is always very useful because it gives you extra mana. As you can see, it restores mana equal to 65% of the damage dealt, and it doesn't matter whether you're AP or AD. It just adds the mana back to you, meaning that you should never get anything mana related on Twisted Fate. You should just learn to draw the right card. Because there's no reason to go mana regen or even mana flat mana. He really doesn't need it. And again, drawing the gold card. Very nice. I like that. His ultimate is up, so by now we should be scouting around